you guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another Girl Talk. Get ready with me. Alright, I have a couple of things that I just want to catch up with and talk about. I feel like the last video I did was like a theme and I didn't just get to like chat with you, and unless you follow my vlog channel then maybe you don't know what's going on in my life and you're curious, or you just like to watch something while you do your makeup or cook dinner or whatever. I'm just gonna chat and get ready like I always do. So I've got my skincare on and I completely forgot to bring it in here, so it'll all be linked down below, as well as all the makeup that I mentioned. You guys know these aren't tutorials by any means, they're just fun videos to get ready and chat and catch up on life like we're friends, you know? So I cannot believe that it is officially fall and it is like 40 outside right now. Like we are really in it, and I know that this was the right move when we moved here. I have always felt it. Like I've just felt really happy, but like now that it's fall and we have like a fall season and everything, I'm just like, yes, like totally embracing it, totally loving it. I have not lived where it's cold since I was 18 years old. I mean, I lied. In Japan it did get cold. We had seasons, we had snow occasionally. But it definitely got cold there. So I lied. I lived there and that was cold. But up north, I haven't lived up north since I was 18 years old, so that's exciting. And I'm thoroughly enjoying it. We're doing all the fall festivities. We're just really embracing the Midwest lifestyle. But yeah, I can't believe it's been 4 months since we've lived here. That's crazy. It feels like it's been forever, and then it also feels like we just moved here. And I feel like in my last one I said like I feel like we're finally settled in, but now I really feel like we've honed in our routine and we're finally like really settled in. Yeah, I feel just like good about a lot. Arlo is loving his daycare now, finally. I think it's a combination of him moving into a bigger class, but also just kind of acclimating to life. He had some really big changes when we moved here, like some extreme changes that I don't think I really gave him enough credit for. And if you saw my vlog channel, we struggled a lot with sleeping and we struggled a lot with just a lot of things. And a lot of y'all's like advice is like, was very simple in the sense of like, he just went through massive change. And sometimes I feel like I was only concerned with what we were going through and I wasn't really thinking of like how much change was affecting him, and it really was. Specifically like his sleep, he would not sleep. We had made the transition when we moved here. We decided we're just going to get rid of the crib, buy a big boy bed, get a big boy mattress, and just dive in like head first. And it was kind of a hard decision, but it all worked out and we acclimated and everything is good. So that leads me to today's partner on this video, which is Helix Kids mattress. You guys know when we moved here, I had decided that we were transitioning him to a big boy bed, so we needed a good mattress. And I had looked around a lot and Helix Kids mattress was one that really stood out to me. So when they reached out to me to partner together, I was like, yes, this is a perfect fit. And I'm excited because I had already done research that y'all are a great mattress. So they're designed by Helix Sleep, and it's one of those in-box like deliver to your house, which again, when we were going through the move is so crucial. It was really important. But more than that, they have a 100-night sleep guarantee. So you actually get to try it out and see, because at the end of the day, like mattress is so personal and you have to figure out if it's gonna work for you or your little one. And I loved that Helix offered that 100-night sleep guarantee. Besides being convenient, it's obviously safe, durable, and comfortable. They have a 10-year warranty on the mattress, and they also offer a payment plan to pay for the mattress, since we do know mattresses are an investment. But I do love that this mattress has like a flip design. So they have one side that's 3 to 7, and it's a more firm like cushion, which supports their spinal support. And then they have one from 8 to 12, which is a more soft, comfortable. So it really grows with the child. And then with children and their sleep, the number one concern is safety. So I wanted to make sure that I picked a mattress that undergone like extensive harmful chemical evaluation, so this is free of lead and phthalate to ensure that your little ones are safe when they are sleeping. I love that it's super durable and it has like an outer shell that is hypoallergenic because Scott is super allergic to like everything, so I'm sure Arlo will be as well, which is nice. And it's also like made with like a plant-based material, it's eco-friendly, and it's water resistant because we haven't dove headfirst into potty training, but when we do, I know that is going to come in handy. It's not only tested, but it's also approved by medical doctors and sleep consultants and parents and children, and it's rated the best mattress of 2022 in Parents Magazine. So I really knew that bringing this mattress into our home was the right choice. I had done a lot of research on this, and I'm super excited to be partnering with them on this video, and they did give me a coupon code for you guys. So you can go to Helix Sleep / Kelly's Life to get up to $100 off a mattress plus 2 free pillows, and the pillows are amazing. Y'all, Scott like was using Arlo's, was stealing one of Arlo's because they came with 2. And I was like, no, you need to give that back. And he was like, it's so good. And I'm like, we can order more. And he's like, do they make queen size or king size pillows? Because this is the best pillow ever. So take advantage of that discount that they offered for you guys. And I swear you guys are going to be impressed by the quality of this mattress. I know mattresses are a big investment, but your little one's sleep and safety is your number one concern. That is where they grow, and they, you know, their brain development, all that, they need proper rest. So I do believe that investing in a mattress now that will last them up to 12 years with a 10-year warranty is like a peace of mind that you just, I don't know, you need. And I love that they offer flexible payment plans. So again, check all the links in the description box down below. Huge thank you to Helix for partnering with me on this video. You guys know I only talk and work with brands that I truly love, and Helix is one of them. Yeah, and it's, I will say from like my opinion, it's really comfortable. We get in bed with him and read books with him, so I'm happy that we have a nice, really comfortable mattress, because it was not practical getting into his crib with him. So happy that we have a big boy bed so we can climb up there, read him books, and just spend some quality time on a comfortable mattress. So again, huge thank you to Helix. I absolutely love that mattress, and was so happy that we partnered together. So that was the sleep situation. Arlo just would not sleep. He just would cry a lot, and it was difficult, but now he is more acclimated and loves his big boy bed, loves his routine. We just had to find a new routine. And it was as simple as, I'm not kidding you, I read so many articles, and like we were about to make a sleeping book. Like it was rough for a while. I read so many articles, and then the one article I read literally just tell your kid they are safe and comfortable and they can come out when the sun comes up. Like, it's as simple as that. It worked. Like, I literally was just like in awe, because the article talked about like, you don't give your kid enough credit that they know like more than you think they do. And that was true. As soon as I said it, he repeated it. I would get him to repeat it, he'd repeat it, and I mean, it took a couple more days, but it really worked. And now he legit gets up at when the sun comes up. Scott and I are just not morning people, but I don't think it's early for the average person. It's between like 6:30 and 7 is when he gets up. But that's early for us because we like to sleep in, but it's gotten me a little bit more of a morning person. But yeah, so sleep schedule was, you know, really tough at first. But I think it was just the whole transition in general. And then school, I think again, it was just like he would just miss his friends from his old school, and I completely get that, you know. But besides that, now Arlo is fully acclimated. Scott is loving his new job. I am absolutely loving my job, but my job can be done anywhere. And I'm really, really loving the everything, the weather, the way, like, as simple as it is, like just seeing the foliage, or even like weeds, like literally weeds, it brings me back, because I used to play outside all the time, and I haven't seen those sort of like weeds since I was 18 years old, really, you know? So it's just, I don't know, very reminiscent of my childhood and in a really good way. So I don't know, I'm just very happy here, and I don't know, we'll see. I don't think we're going to be leaving in a year. I don't really know exactly what the plan is, but we will probably stay here for at least another year in this place, and then depending on what our landlord does, or if he wants to rent it out again or whatever, and then make our decision then, because Arlo is going to be 3 this coming year, and we will need to start eventually obviously looking for schools in a more permanent situation for him. So I switched back to this Tarte Shape Tape, and I like feel like it's too heavy on my skin, but I have so many of them because I would buy them in like bulk whenever they were doing like a sale. So I'm kind of like, should I just suck it up and use it? I'm trying to use less. I don't know how I ever used to think. Maybe it's also because my skin is much drier now and aging more, but I used to love that concealer, and recently it has not been it. What else? Oh, we've been thinking, not like thinking, but like thinking about another kid. I don't know, I guess it's just one of those things where I feel like we're finally like in a routine, and it's easy, and you know, I mean, it's not easy, he's still, yeah, he's 2 years old, so we're still, you know, learning, growing, and developing every day. But I don't know, I can't say that I don't want to have another kid, but I don't know if I do want to. Does that make sense? Which I guess brings me to the topic of us and our marriage. I had mentioned this in a recent vlog. Legally, we are married. We got legally married. But we, like in the state of Texas, we're legally married, which I think is everywhere. But nonetheless, we did that for like insurance purposes and things like that. And, you know, we're married essentially, but we haven't had a ceremony. And there's a couple of reasons why I just don't want to have one. And if you watch my vlog channel, you know this month was a really, sorry, like foundation all over my lips, was a really hard month for me because it's the anniversary of my mother's passing. And that's probably one of the #1 reasons why I can't even like fathom planning a wedding, is because I cannot fathom doing it without her. Look at me, not crying. So I can't fathom doing it without her, even though I have plenty of people that would step in and want to help and all of that. It's a really hard thing for me to even wrap my brain around doing. So that's #1. #2 is, holy crap, how expensive things are. And I have expensive taste. I like nice things. And wedding venues are really, really expensive. And then we moved to Chicago, so we're like, well, we're not gonna plan a wedding. I don't know, it's just really difficult. If you want to plan a wedding in a state that you don't live in, which is what originally we wanted to do, you need someone to kind of handle everything for you, and that's fine, but it's very, 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 very expensive. But if you want a wedding where you like live, it can be a little bit easier because you can kind of do a little bit of the work. But we just went to a wedding of Scott's like college friends, and it was beautiful. I absolutely loved it. It was in Lockhart, Texas, but they did so much of it themselves, and it was stunning. But I felt like she was very stressed and didn't really get to enjoy a ton of it, and that is like the opposite of what I want. I don't want it to be that way. I don't want to be worried about like all the details and like planning everything. I just want it to be fun, and I know it doesn't have to be one or the other, and you shouldn't just like judge other people's or make your decisions based on what other people have done. But I mean, it's, you know, I think it's kind of a known thing, like if you're gonna do a lot of it yourself, expect to be stressed. So that's kind of where I'm at with that, and that's the biggest thing. Where the price and then not having my mom. Those are the things that have really held me back from kind of advancing anything into it. But I do want to make some moves and figure it out really soon. We just need to, I think we're probably going to do a destination sort of thing. I don't know. We'll see. But that's where we're at with the wedding situation. What else are we at? Oh, all the fall festivities around here are so good. Like, I love the Arboretum in Dallas. It's absolutely stunning, but it's so hot when you go there. It's even hot for Christmas, I remember, that it's actually felt like fall. Last weekend we went to the I think it's called Gobert's farm, and it was stunning. So much kid-friendly stuff to do around here. Obviously, it's the suburbs. But this weekend we are going with Nilani and her family to, I think it's All Seasons, apple picking, and more like farm activities for the kids. Yeah, it's been really fun. And Halloween and like this time of year was always my parents' favorite holiday. We used to do a haunted house back when I was in like, I actually think it started before I was even like born. It started in the front porch of our house. My parents used to do it, and then it might have been through our whole house. I don't even remember. And then they did it in the barn, and it was like epic. I remember just like probably like 30 people, like of my parents' friends, just like all helping out to like build it, and my dad would make rooms within the barn. It was epic. And then the barn burnt down, which was really sad, and that was like the last of it. Plus we were like growing up and not wanting to like just stay at the Boo Barn for the whole time. Like, they got shirts made, like it was so much fun. I'll never forget, like, my first crush came to it, and he like got scared during the haunted house, and he like body checked me onto the ground, like just slammed me down because he was like scared and nervous. I was young. It was weird, but I don't know why I remember that, but I don't know. Halloween's always really fun. And the first Halloween with Arlo, we were on the road. It was right after my mom's passing, and we went and spent it, I think we were in Palo Duro Canyon for Halloween the first year. And then last year we were in New York and spent it with my high school best friend and her family. And then this year I think we're gonna just obviously stay around here and do probably go to a nice little cul-de-sac, maybe go with Nilani and her family, or maybe just do something, maybe one of Scott's coworkers. I'm not sure yet, but I think y'all are gonna judge me so hard, I swear. I think we're going to be, have you ever seen the movie Hot Rod? Hear me out. Okay, so Hot Rod is an Andy Samberg movie. It's basically like he's an amateur, or he thinks he's a stunt man. I don't know. It's really funny. And it was Scott's like favorite movie. And he has the Hot Rod costume. His mom helped him make it back when he was like, I think in college, and he's been Hot Rod pretty much every year since then. And he had a red little moped and stuff. But anyways, it's like I'll leave a picture so you can see what I'm talking about. Anyway, he has the costume already. He's in love with the movie. He brought it on a camping trip with us, and it was like one of the only movies that we brought besides scary movies, because my mom loved scary movies, so that was all we really had. So we had Hot Rod, and to like wind down at night, we would watch Hot Rod with Arlo, just to like wind down. He was like young at that point. Just as like when we would be camping, we'd be outside playing, and then we'd just kind of like wind down with him in the camper for a while before bed. And he was addicted to that movie. And you're gonna judge me because it's not a kid-friendly movie, like, at all. But let's just move forward, okay? He loved it, absolutely loved it. The only movie he would watch all the way through and was just obsessed with it, I think it was the bikes, mostly. And he just he just fell in love with it. And we had to stop watching it because in the like opening scene, he like crashes and says, "Oh," you know, and he started saying that, so we had to stop watching the movie. And we hadn't watched it for like a hot minute, and now we can watch it now, and he just says, "Oh no," or "Oh shoot," because he knows that's not a good word to say now. But anyways, it's still one of his favorite movies, and yeah, Scott wants to be it for Halloween this year. So I'm going to be making him a little mini hot rod costume, and Scott's gonna wear his costume. And then in the movie, I don't know what her actual name is. The female lead, she has like red hair. I think I'm gonna be her. She's very like 90s. It'll be easy to create a little outfit, and we'll see. So I think that's what we're gonna be. So I'm gonna order some coveralls. Like, it's kind of funny because he wears coveralls that are like made into this like Evel Knievel sort of suit. But most coveralls in Halloween costumes are like Michael Myers, right? And most 2-year-olds don't dress like Michael Myers for Halloween. It's not a normal thing. Not that I'm judging you if you do, because I don't really care. But it's not a normal costume, right? Normal kids are like a dinosaur or Blippi or something, you know? So I was like struggling to find them last year because he wanted to do it last year. And this year I found some. I found some on Amazon that were like 50 bucks, and I was like, that's nuts. But then I was able to find some on Shein for like super cheap. So I was like, okay, I'll just grab those because it's for the sake of a Halloween costume. So I need to order those. I haven't ordered them yet, but I need to order those, and that's what we're gonna be for Halloween. So I'm gonna be spending my month kind of getting that in check. So if you're curious to watch how hot rod costumes made, probably check out my vlog channel. Yeah, I don't know. I guess sometimes I like worry like telling you guys this sort of stuff is like gonna make people mad. There's just so much judgment and negativity in the world, but it's like not that serious. All right, spray it on. Yeah, I don't pretend to be this perfect mom who does everything absolutely right. I'm human and I make mistakes, but I also give Arlo as much love as I possibly can. So I think that's important. I think it's balance. I think it's totally normal to be a normal human parent that's just trying to figure life out. I don't think we're causing any irreversible damage to Arlo at his young age. I think that he's a fun, loving kid. And yeah, so he's gonna be Andy Samberg for Halloween this year. But if you haven't seen the movie, it's actually quite funny. It grew on me. So that's what we're gonna do for Halloween this year. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just feeling like we're in a really good place recently. We've just done a lot more family bonding, which is funny because we kind of thought that was gonna happen. Scott like said that when we were moving. He was like, you know, I'm really excited to just like grow even closer as a family. And I feel like we've done that. We've done a lot of trips and fun stuff around the area, and I don't know. I feel like we've done a lot of good family bonding, and we finally left Chicago for the first time. We went to Austin, like I said, for that wedding, or outside of Austin. And I feel like if you know, if you've moved a lot, that moment when you are on your way back and you're excited to be home is that feeling where it feels like it's really home. I don't know how to explain it, but if you've moved a lot, then you know what I'm talking about. And yeah, it's felt like home recently, or like really ever since I moved here. I'm not even gonna lie. I love it. So that's that. What else are we gonna get up into in October? As many of the fall festivities that we can, and then I want to hit up the aquarium and the planetarium in downtown before it starts to snow and stuff. So that's definitely on my list. We took Arlo to the movies to see the Minions movie, and he did so well. So that's nice that we have that in our arsenal, like we can go to movies again. And with him, and that's like a fun, you know, activity to do when the weather starts to get cold. We're just kind of trying to proactively think through the cold winters, think of things that we can do as a family, and so we don't go crazy, because in reality the sun sets here before 7 a.m. 6 months out of the year, which is not great, but we're gonna be fine. It's already setting before 7 and daylight savings time hasn't even happened. And I thought they did away with daylight savings, but it's still on the calendar, so I don't think they did. I wish they would. Oh, also drop all your favorite or your ideas of apple recipes down below, because I'm about to go apple picking this weekend and we're gonna need lots of recipes for we're doing the, oh my god, I got mascara on my ear. We're doing the Honey Crisp one, but which reminds me I need to get those tickets like today. I should have done them earlier this week. Oh, all right, so that's gonna wrap it up. Makeup's done. Like always, these videos are just fun to kind of catch up, chat, and I don't know, just chat about life, what's going on. If you do like videos like this and you're not subscribed to my vlog channel, check it out. It's very similar. Most of the time I'm just chatting about random things, showing you my boring life, but not doing makeup. Most of the time I don't have makeup on. But anyways, I love you guys. I love this time spending it with you guys. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for spending this time. This is not a short video. Thank you for spending this time with me. And don't forget to check out Helix if you guys are in the market for a kid's mattress. I swear you guys are going to be impressed. I am, and it made me want to get an adult version of the Helix mattress, which they make. So if you're not in the market for a kid's mattress, they make original mattresses as well. But I cannot say enough amazing things about the Helix Kids mattress. So I'll go ahead and leave the links down below. It is Helix Sleep / Kelly's Life to get up to $100 off plus 2 free pillows, which I have to stop Scott from stealing all the time. So I love you guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video.